Good afternoon, universe. Today I want to talk to you about something that's very important to me. A question that a lot of people ask me when I bring it up what I want to do with my life is, why do you want to be an elementary school teacher? Kind of a weird job for someone like me to want to do. I'm lazy, I kick back, I like to talk to the camera. But I mean, in the long run, I like to think of myself as a pretty good role model. But the reason that I want to teach elementary school is kids are smart. Kids have the best ideas. Have you ever actually sat down and talked to a kid and listened to the kinds of things that they have to say? Crazy. I've had kids who have asked me, when does space run out of space? That's a great question. When does space run out of space? When have you ever asked that question? I had kids ask me, why am I who I am? Ever stopped and stared at yourself for a second, at your own reflection, and thought, who am I? Who is this person in my brain? Who is this person who is looking out of this shell? I mean, these are big existentialist questions. Questions that we don't expect people to know until they get to college. I was once working in this camp and there was this kid and he didn't like to play with the other kids. One day I went over to him and I asked him, well, why aren't you playing with the other kids? He said that their games weren't as interesting. So I asked him, well, what kind of games do you like to play? And he started explaining to me the most amazing world that had aliens and space soldiers and dragons, and they had lasers on their backs. They were coming down and they were invading, and the dinosaurs were trying to protect these golden eggs, and the humans wanted the eggs too. And I thought it was incredible. So I played this game along with him, and a couple of the other kids started playing as well. But later on that day I asked him, just because I was curious, who's the bad guy in this world? And his answer astounded me. First he thought about it for a second, and then his answer was, there's no real bad guy. There's just different sides, all trying to get the same thing, all doing bad things to each other. That's incredible. And to think that a kid could have an understanding of something as profound. If we have kids who can understand that kind of thing, we can have adults who can understand that kind of thing. That's something we forget every day of our lives. That's why I want to teach elementary school.